Okay, so this is my new project. I made this one on my own, but used some of the code from DoomZ, which is a project that me and Phil are working on, the DayZ one. Used graphics from a few different sources, so thanks again to Tris for his vegetation textures from the island. I'd wanted this to be a 3-day project, but it's taken about 3 weeks messing with it after work and free time at weekends. I've not got around to playing No Man's Sky yet, but I based it on what I saw in the trailer. So you're hopping between planets, heading towards the centre. Every world's randomly generated and has foliage, minerals to mine, aliens to speak to and exploit. This guy here. So you've got a jetpack and a lasery thing, whatever this thing is. You can use it to jump across. You can use it to get out of water if you fall in there as well. It's got sentinels, fly things, and you've got a backpack to store your items in and a ship to jump between worlds. You're looking for plutonium, and you're going to need to mine the rocks which you find around. So if we have a look at one of the ones over here. If you mine it away, inside you'll find there's a mineral. So there's one mineral per rock pile. So in this case we've got gold. We'll find a bit of plutonium. Here we've got some plutonium. We now head back to the ship. Once you get back to the ship, just click use on it and you're off to a new planet. Here behind you we've got the planetary map, so you're heading towards the centre there. Once you get to the centre, there is the centre of the universe. Planet names are randomly generated as well, thanks to my friends for those names. And you can rename them, well, it renames the planets as you travel to them. If you set the player name in player setup there, it'll update all the messages with your own name. The aliens are generated with a flipbook style mashup between the Doom legs and a mixture of different heads, some of which rotate, some of which are just static. You can talk to them, and using your best guess at an alien language, you're either going to upset them and need to beat a hasty retreat, or you're going to be able to exploit them for wealth or fuel. In this case, we've upset them and the hasty retreat will need to be made. So if we just get back to the ship, we can then move on to another planet before they kill us. There's a random chance of coming across the space station. When you go into the space station, you can then spend the minerals which you find. Coming in now, gonna dock. There's 3 vending machines over there with different items. So if you've got some iron, you can swap 2 irons to get 1 gold. If you have 1 gold, you can get 1 plutonium, or 3 gold, you can buy a bag. In this little section here, this corridor, there's the bigger ship that you can buy, which travels faster, gets you to the centre quicker, but it takes 7 gold lumps, which you've not got space for if you've only got the starter bag. There's also this corridor over here, so the game seems to be going for a kind of imperialist land grab, so might as well add some historical accuracy in there and be able to buy some worthless beads and shells, which you can then trade with the natives. 1 gold gets you, it's around 700 of them, and then you can then use it to swap for gold or plutonium on your travels. If you get back into the spaceship, then you then move on to the next world. When you finally get to the centre of the universe, you'll get to this room, which is coming up, which is my debug area that I've been using since the start. It's got a view of the rest of the world from within it, and you've got a few toys that you can play with to have a look at resetting the world, have a look at resetting the aliens, and see how it works behind the scenes. This is the ship you've actually been in when you've been warping. You've got a button here to be able to pick up any of the items that if you want to use them, with some vending machines over here that you can use them in. If you step off the edge of the map, you actually warp into the area that you've generated there. So we just reset it again now. The grass changes, the levels of areas change, the sky changes, although not in this case, strangely. You can then click this button over here to reset the alien, and it'll bring 2 of them into this zone that you can play with. It'll reset it each time, so once you've talked to one, if they're refusing to talk to you again, once you click reset here, you'll be able to, so you can have a look at testing the trading with them. You could also have a look at flattening the world outside and destroying the items. These here are my pet chipmunks. What I'll do is I'll reset the world one last time and then I'll walk into it now. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks a lot.